I'm at the Columbia Crossing Visitor Center in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, home of where there used to be a lot of ice harvesting, actually. Very interesting to see all the different tools and things like that, and there's a spectacular historic bridge right out here that I want you guys to take a look at. In the colder seasons, farmers would leave their farms and go and ice harvest on the Susquehanna River. They would find themselves making fires, dressing in warm woolen clothing, and going out and using various tools to harvest the ice and deliver it, and found themselves actually making more money ice harvesting than they did the rest of the year from their whole harvest. This little museum is home to a lot of different tools from ice harvesting, and in fact, all of these tools and implements are actually owned by a single person and here on loan for the borough-owned museum. You can see there's ice picks, ice chippers, even ice shavers, and then a whole collection of saws all over the room. First, the ice was broken off in big chunks or sawed through. They would chip through the ice, saw out these big chunks, and then they would use pullers, kind of like these, to grab these 300-pound blocks of ice, haul them up, put them on the backs of wagons, and then haul them away. Oftentimes, they'd use these pick devices to actually grab the ice and travel it upstream to where the wagons were waiting, so they would have to spend less time carrying it on land, making it a little easier to transport the ice back and forth from the river. A lot of work, back-breaking labor, but again, made as much revenue in a short period of time as they did the whole rest of the season farming. So really spectacular to see how intact all these devices are and how robust this collection is. In addition to the history here, there's also an entire river canal hike and walk that you can do with a lot of really cool, interesting things. Rock Point Tunnel. You've got cliffs and bridges and potholes and all sorts of really interesting things. Can you imagine being bundled up in wool clothes, working on the banks of the Susquehanna River as everything's all frozen over, chopping it with big saws, pulling out blocks of ice, hauling them up to the carts, the carts that are waiting behind you, and then going back for more. Back-breaking work, cold work, but knowing that you're getting paid, and all you had to do is just simply saw something that literally is going to replenish itself the very next day. Pretty awesome. This bridge is spectacular. I love bridges. Do you like bridges? I'd love to hear in the comments below. Have you been to this area? Have you hiked the trail here? Have you spent any time in Lancaster County? The more time I spend here, the more I love it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you think it's appropriate, share this with others.